Hello, this is Dirk Nansen with Waterline Boats and Boat Shed Anacortes. Today we're looking at a 1979 Neptune 41. This is a heavily built, very well built offshore cruiser. It's a Dutch design by Van de Stad and it was built in England. I think there were only 6 of these built before the factory or the yard that was building them burned and destroyed the mold. This was built to Lloyd's 100A1 requirements, and this particular boat has been owned by a couple who lived aboard it for 25 years. They sailed it extensively around England. They sailed it into the Mediterranean. They sailed it across the Atlantic, up and down the eastern coast of the United States, through the Caribbean, up the west coast, throughout the Northwest, and all the way up to Glacier Bay in Alaska. This boat is well proven. It's been professionally maintained. It's truly in Bristol condition now. It just the current condition is amazing on this boat. You can see it's got teak decks, but this is, as were several of the well-built British boats at the time, got solid fiberglass decks. There's no coring, and so there's nothing to be afraid of with the teak decks causing water infiltration into coring. Solid fiberglass, you can just leave those teak decks on there. And the mast tabernacles allow both masts to fold down. You can see there's quite a bit of room on this foredeck. That's a 10-foot rib up there. Now, note that that rib does not go with the boat, but it provides plenty of room for storage on the foredeck, and there's davits on the back. We'll show you. This is a Simpson Lawrence Francis Marine 400 anchor windlass. It's a cutter rig. There's several sails that can be put up in different configurations. We've got a new hood sea furl we just installed this past year with the 150% Genoa that goes with it, a new sail. Walking back down the deck, you can see the stainless steel pulpit around the main mast, which makes it a lot safer and easier if you've got to get out there and change sails and work the halyard winches on the main. Coming back, it's basically a center cockpit. The cockpit is completely enclosed with isinglass and canvas. We do have a back deck here. And you can see on the back deck there's a brand new set of stainless steel davits that can swing inboard out of the way or carry that 10-foot rib or something equivalent to that. Very well equipped. This boat is ready to go. You can see the mast tabernacle for the mizzen. Both masts have mast steps built into them. There's a Fruno 1830 radar antenna on the mizzen, as well as a radar reflector up there. It's really a stout rig. It's been recently surveyed, and everything's been shown to be in excellent condition. We've got a 190-watt solar panel on top of the canvas over the cockpit. This is the main helm station. You've got autopilot controls in the box on the right, throttle controls, shift, engine instruments above, sailing instruments over the companionway, and that odd bronze instrument is a steering compass. There's a repeater for that in the main salon. You can see there's a helm station down below. The wheel has been removed by the present owners. It could be restored, and instead they put a Dickinson heating stove in there. You can see that steering compass that's mounted center or above in the forward part of the salon there. And this is the navigation station. We've got all these B&G instruments, and there's the high frequency radio, and the VHF comes in there. Everything you need for navigation. The power panel is behind this cabinet door here, and this control panel is for the autopilot, tank tender, and the bilge pump monitors, and so on. The engine controls are functional here, and you have engine instruments. Galley is down. You have a dehumidifier sitting on top of the range right now, considering it is January. There's a built-in icebox and freezer unit in the aft part of the counter. Looks like it's got plenty of capacity, and it's just like brand new in there, well insulated. There's a settee opposite the galley. It's a U-shaped galley, and that makes into 2 berths, one bunk above the other. This is the forward head. Not surprising since it's a Dutch design. It's finished with ceramic tile. And this has a Jabsco quiet flush electric toilet, as does the aft head in the master stateroom. Forward on the port side, we've got basically a workbench area there that's got some sailbags on it, and we have two bunks on the starboard side, one above the other. Anchor locker forward there. And you have lee boards and lee cloths that can hold you in place if you're out in the seaway trying to sleep in these bunks. Of course, there's a skylight and escape hatch overhead. Going back through the corridor, you can see the little settee, and there's a swinging table that goes with that settee in the galley area. Up a couple of steps, and you can see the beautiful teak and holly flooring that's throughout this boat. A real teak and holly, just in wonderful condition. Got a folding teak dining table there. Go past the nav station again, and on the port side here, we can go into the master suite. There are two seats off to the right, kind of a dresser there, cabinets in the right center, a large double berth to the starboard side. Quite a bit of room in this cabin. And you can see interesting feature is overhead at the foot of the bed is another compass, so that when you're laying in the berth there, you can see what your heading is. And there is a large head here, again finished with a ceramic tile. And it has the same Jabsco quiet flush electric toilet, very nicely finished, everything in excellent condition. Throughout the boat, in addition to the teak and holly sole, it's got beautiful teak furnishings all around the boat. And you can see the windows in the main salon are above deck, very bright, very airy, gives the camera some problems. Again, this has been a 1979 Neptune 41. This is a long-range cruiser. It is in Bristol condition. It's ready to go. You can see the full listing at Boat Shed Anacortes or Waterline Boats. This is Dirk Nansen. Thank you.